Bengaluru is this multicultural city with lakhs and lakhs of people flocking in and out of it on a daily basis. But if you've ever left the city and travelled via flight, you would know how difficult it is to get to the airport on time. And how expensive too. Many of you may have even missed the flight even after paying thousands of rupees for your cabs. Today I'm going to try and get to the airport myself. But why am I standing in front of a railway station? Is there a train that would take me there? Well, actually, there is. I'm about to board a train that will take me from Krantivira Sangoli Raina railway station all the way up to Kempegowda International Airport station. Let's go. It was a little bit confusing to get the ticket because the reserved counter and the unreserved counter are separate. We went to the reserved counter first and then they drove us another place, and so after a little bit of running around, we finally got the ticket. So I'm in the train now and this is my ticket, and this cost me 45 rupees for 3 people, which comes down to 15 rupees per person. If I were to take a cab to the airport, it would easily cost me at least 1,000 rupees.
The Southwestern Railway started MEMU, Mainline Electric Multiple Unit Train Services, from Bengaluru City to the Kempegowda International Airport in January 2021. The Bengaluru International Airport Limited (BIAL) built a dedicated station for almost 3 crore rupees. 8 trains run from the city to the Kempegowda International Airport halt station in Devanahalli, KIAD. According to the data from the National Train Inquiry System, 3 trains start from KSR Bengaluru City Junction. 2 trains each start from Yelahanka Junction and the Bengaluru Cantonment. The last one starts from Yashwantpur Junction. This train goes all the way to Kolar with a stop at Devanahalli halt station for the airport. Along the way, we're going to go through Bengaluru Cantonment, Bayappanahalli and Channasandra. My airport stop comes up in an hour. So, with some time on hand, let's go talk to some of the passengers about where they're headed.
ನಾನು ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರು. ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಡೀತಿದೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ KSIDCದು. ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದೇ ಸೈಟ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ. ನಾನು ಡೈಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೇ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು 8:35 ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಮೆಜೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕಿಂದ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 9:07ಗೆ ಚನ್ನಸಂದ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ 9:47ಗೆ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ತಲುಪುತ್ತೆ ಡೈಲಿ. 5 ರಿಂದ 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆವಾಗ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಡೈಲಿ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಂಡೇ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಫ್ ಇದೆ, ಸಂಡೇ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ. ಟ್ರೈನಲ್ಲಿ 10 ರೂಪೀಸು ಡೈಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. 180 ರೂಪೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಪಾಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ.
2 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕು ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಜರ್ನಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಸಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಳ ಮೆಜೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಮೆಜೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕಿಂದ ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಳ ಬಂದು ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಳದಿಂದ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬಸ್ಸು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಓಲ್ವೋ ಬಸ್ ಇರೋರು ಓಕೆ, ಓಲ್ವೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಈ 1 ಅವರು. ಬಟ್ ಓಲ್ವೋ ಬಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಓಲ್ವೋ ಪಾಸು 250 ಇದೆ ಮೆಜೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕಿಂದ ಟು ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟು. ಅದು ಬದಲು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದರೆ ಬದಲಿ 15 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಟ್ರೈನು. ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ನಂದು ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಬಂದು 270 ಇದೆ. 270 ನಾನು ಪರ್ ಮಂತು ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟು.
Most of the passengers on the train are airport employees. Other passengers are headed to Kolar or Chikballapur. Almost all the airport workers told me that the 6 p.m. train that returns to Bengaluru terminates at Yelahanka station. The popular demand here is to extend it to Bayappanahalli, where there is metro connectivity.
6 o'clock ನಾನು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ 9 o'clock ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 3 ಅವರ್ಸು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಹೆವಿ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ಕು ಮತ್ತು ಬಸ್ಸು ಹೆವಿ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಫುಲ್ಲು ರಶ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಬಸ್ಸೆಲ್ಲ.
ಈಗ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾವು 9 o'clock ವರ್ಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. 5:30 6 o'clock ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು 6 o'clock ಟ್ರೈನು ಯಲಹಂಕವರೆಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಯಲಹಂಕದಿಂದ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅನುಕೂಲ. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ನೈಟ್ 8 o'clock ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಜೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ವರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು 6 o'clock ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈನು ಬೈಪ್ನಳ್ಳಿ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು
If you remember, we left the Majestic railway station at 8:43. So we reached the airport railway station at 10 o'clock. Immediately after I got off the train, the shuttle service was already waiting for us. We didn't have to wait for it. That gives us a total journey time of 1 hour and 17 minutes, which is really, really good. So let's see how long it takes to get to the airport. The bus is really good. It's an AC bus. There are AC vents. The seats are quite comfortable. There is a whole compartment for luggage. But the problem is that there are barely any passengers. Almost everybody that is in the bus right now are employees who work at the airport. So that clearly means that a lot of people who are about to take a flight or coming back, they don't know the existence of such a service.
We reached the airport at 10:16 am. So it took 90 minutes from the city. And most importantly, we escaped the traffic. Did you know that there's a railway service from the center of the city to the airport?
No, I didn't.
Right. So how do you usually travel?
I typically come here by bus and go back by bus as well. So
How much does that cost?
250 rupees. Yeah.
And how often do you do this?
Pretty much every time I travel, so maybe once in 3 or 4 months.
Now it's time for me to go back to the city. There is a train from the airport station to Yashwantpur Junction at 12:36 pm. So after a quick visit to the airport, we are back here at the Kempegowda International Halt Station, and the train that is supposed to take me back is scheduled for 12:36 pm. The time is 12:29. I'm waiting for the train. The issue is that this train will take me only till Yashwantpur, after which I'm going to have to figure out different means of transport. Another problem here is that a lot of people I saw arriving by cab from the airport to the halt station, and this cab costs them 300 rupees because they don't know about the shuttle service that's available from the airport to the station. The train came exactly at 12:36 and it was all empty. After the first train of the day at 6:39, 7 more trains ran through the rest of the day. This is grossly insufficient. To know more about why these trains run empty, we met Rajkumar Darkar, founder and convener of Citizens for Citizens Forum.
Yeah, there are several reasons why there is low patronage for these trains to airport, and some of the reasons are to do with the most important factors like reliability and punctuality. Nobody will take a train or mode of transport which is not reliable. We have monitored some of these trains for some time, and we found that if you take plus minus 2 minutes from the scheduled time, the punctuality is as low as below 10%, which is not acceptable. Apart from this, there are some more important reasons. The maintenance of these trains is very, very, very poor. I mean, the toilets and washrooms are not at all being maintained. There may not be water also. When I went by that train, there was no water at all, and the toilets were so dirty you can't step in. And even the seats, when we brush a finger on it, our finger gets dirty. That's the kind of maintenance level or importance that is given to these trains. The routes are not really useful routes. You take the case of Whitefield. There is no service from Whitefield to the airport side, Devanali side. You take the case of Heelalige, that is Electronic City. There is no service provided. So just providing some random service one from city, 2 from cantonment, 1 from Yashwantpura, and this will not, some random trains not reliable, not punctual, it will not help at all.
So we're back here at the Krantiveera Sangoli Rayana railway station where we started. Overall, it was a decent experience, but there are certainly some problems that can be solved. But the biggest problem of them all is that nobody knows that such a service exists. The very idea that a system as large as the Indian Railways operates all the way up to the airport is very promising. This service will also take a load off the city's roads and help decongest the city. So the next time you're stuck in Hebbal traffic, remember that there's a mode of transport like this, which is cheaper, faster, and more sustainable.